Hey guys, my name is Cityyak and welcome back to our beautiful isolated city here in City Skylines, where today we're going to try and add in some of the brand new kind of DLC stuff with the new content creator packs. And we're going to add a bunch of brand new malls in, try and create some more shopping districts within our isolated city to sell more products to the consumer. Capitalism, greed at its finest. Now, before we jump into this episode, guys, I'm going to say this right now. Next episode is going to be the last episode on our isolated city. Do you want me to put this on the Steam Workshop? Let me know in the comment section down below. And is there anything that you want me to do in the last episode as well to kind of finish this series off? Let me know in the comment section down below. Smash the like button. Subscribe so you get notified when the next episode does come out. But we're here, boys. We are here. Now, last episode, we did a few minor adjustments. I added in one of the brand new stadiums, which this turns out to be our baseball stadium, which we won our first game. And we made some big money for winning. And a lot of money for ticket sales as well, considering that I haven't really changed anything on it. I didn't want to add a bunch of trees in. Turns out the tree mod is currently broken right now. Oof. But somebody said, you should throw a bunch of parks in here, which I think will be a really, really good idea. So we'll kind of come back to this. I also built this monstrosity too, which, much of a monstrosity as it is, it actually works out pretty well, and there's not really any issues, and it means now vehicles can come in and out of the region so much quicker. So yeah, this actually turned out to be perfect, guys. I have no idea what you're talking about right now. It's hilarious, but weirdly, it kind of works. So what are we doing today then? Right, let's take a look. We have these brand new kind of assets we can place in, and I kind of forgot already. Where are they? Are they within not the pedestrian? They're not here. They're not there. Are they here? No, they're not there. They're in the content creator pack section, isn't it? Yes. Which we have a bunch of new stuff. Now, we played around with all the kind of the stadiums last episode, but we didn't really take a look at the brand new shopping malls. We got the I think this is the first one down here, the medium grocery store. A medium-sized grocery store, but only for those with big wallets. Ooh, fresh foods. We also have the large grocery store. Huge building. They do have quite a large entertainment factor as well, so that's kind of interesting. We have the open-air mall. Oh, they create noise pollution as well. That's interesting too. We have the open-air mall phase 2. Wait, we've got different phases. Can we create a shopping complex? We have the Mall of Marvels. So let's actually take a look at these then. So if I kind of go in a little bit. So this is your standard kind of sized mall over here. It's like a one building kind of deal. This one here is our large grocery store. Okay, that's definitely a lot bigger. Interesting. But this is what I'm interested about right now. We've got the open air mall. Right, if I drop this in, let me just pause. And I also have the phase 2. Now, how does a phase 2 work? Does it kind of connect to it? What do these look like? Phase 2. Now, looking at it. Oh, I get what it is. It's one. Yes, I understand what it is right now. It's like a shopping complex. It is basically a big mall. It basically is a big mall. Now, it does say phase 2. So does that mean I can like put it next door to it? I mean, if I put it right next door, nothing really changes much. Or is it meant to kind of go like this way round? Right, that is kind of connecting together. It almost looks like it kind of goes together, doesn't it? In a really weird way, but it kind of doesn't. This top section doesn't really work. Well, what if I did them back to back? I mean, that's pushing boundaries, but that's kind of interesting. Anyway, I don't want to place these here. I just kind of wanted to check them out to see what they were kind of like. So we also have the big. What else have we got? Sorry, we've got the shopping. Oh, that's a small one. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. I got a bunch of places I can kind of squeeze that in. And we have some Mall of. Oh my good god, this is a beast. Right, we're definitely going to get that in. We'll come back to that in just a moment. So let's take a look at first in our medium grocery store. There is a bunch of places I could potentially squeeze this in. It kind of feels like it needs to be in a more affluent area, which I feel like over here would be like the perfect spot for it. Maybe right here, because there's a bunch of commercial around here anyway. So this kind of makes like the perfect sense to put it right on the corner. There we go. I think I also kind of messed up the placement of that slightly too. There we go. So this is our beautiful big, no, what's it called? It's called Fresh Foods. Right, put it into play anyway. This is actually pretty cool. I like it. I actually do like this. So, Visitors Week. Here, citizens can find organic foods and other overpriced goods. Oh, I see what they're doing right there. They're roasting the customers right now, guys. They're roasting the customers. That's pretty good. I think we can only place one of each, can't we, in reality? Yeah. We have the large grocery store, so we kind of place this in a more built-up area. But I've also got to think about, anyway, that large one. It is actually quite big, isn't it? And I think the only space I can actually put that large one down is going to be within this vicinity. But there's definitely kind of room over here to build something right now. So let's see what I can get in it. Should we go for that large one here? What was it again? Is it a large? Yeah, a large grocery store. So if I place that just there, right now, it's just in reality, you pull up, park up, go in. That's in reality all it is. There's nothing fancy about that, which makes me feel like it should be like more over like an industrial like kind of area. Like if it was right here, oh, this is a good idea. So if I go to my rural road, if I bring this, actually, how big is it? Does it fit between that? It does. So what I should do is bring this rural road just up like that, and bring that in just there. So the building, oh wait, the building already exists. I've got to move it. Where is it? There it is. So if I place that just here, so it kind of fits within this industrial kind of feeling area. And what we'll do as well, we'll put like a nice little shortcut walkway, which I might have to semi-adjust this in just a moment. Does that kind of fit all the way over? In reality, no. But I wonder if I can select this and then push it back. There we go. Just enough so it kind of fits within the gap. Will anybody use that path? I mean, time will tell. Time will tell. But it's right near the bus stop anyway, so that's kind of cool. Makes it, for some reason I want to say it feels like a Costco, but I know it's not, but it kind of feels like that, doesn't it? Right, what's it? We got the two ones that we can kind of join together. This is the interesting one, this shopping plaza. This is mainly for kind of like small little kind of commercial areas. So you see where we have this little strip here? This will be kind of perfect around this area. And where should I pull it? Should I pull it opposite the bus depot? Pull it on the side here or on the main drag of road? I feel like it should be on the main drag of road. So let's squeeze this little puppy in here. Bam. There we go. So wait for those buildings to now kind of demolish. I'll give them a helping hand. So that is your standard like strip mall kind of thing, isn't it? We have no idea what businesses are in there. There's probably like a nail salon, a dentist, and something else. I don't know. A go-gurt place. That's what it kind of feels like, that, doesn't it? It really does feel like that kind of system. So hopefully all that kind of builds up around it, back up anyway, back to normal. But the pièce de résistance is, at this moment in time, this huge bad boy. Now, it looks like it has a bunch of roads kind of coming off it. I kind of need to place it down to understand it. So, if I just delete this road, I just need to understand the sheer velocity of this building. So if I just put it like that for now. So we have a road at the front and a road at the back. So I'm going to assume one's for deliveries, one's the main entrance. But looking at it, it's an entrance for both sides. Right, okay. This is going to be really interesting. So if I rotated this all the way around, there's got to be a way in which I can try and implement the two roads as a follow-through area. So I'll just put this over here for a quick min. This is going to be a bit all over the place right now. Right, if I run that straight across, I'm hoping I can snap at least that one side on it there. So that... Oh, hold on. Come on, boys, snap back on. So that's placed in on a beautiful little snap there. And I'm just going to try and centralize this a bit better. So if I Oh, no, undo. There we go. If I just move that down, 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 I'm hoping that is... No, I feel like that is not worked out. Oh, no, I keep moving it the wrong way. Right, so going up, bam, bam, bam. There we go. Now we've got to do something funky with this. To be honest with you, not a fan. And I'll tell you why in just a moment. If I bring that across, and then bring this up to there instead. Come on, boy, snap back in. Right, we're gonna... Oh, no, I can't. I was gonna try and do a wiggle. I can't. It's too big. Honestly, it's way too big. Right, let me scrap. Let me get a refund for that. And we'll put it back down again. Right, there we go. So we've got to delete the road underneath it. Which I'm able to do. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Still not going to work. We're going to have to unhook the road. Needs must at this point. Needs must. So, delete you, delete you. Have this road going straight through. So that will still technically be connected. This is a little bit all over the place right now. But we could technically still unhook it. And then what I could do... I can use the angling tool to kind of make it go up and down, left and right, and all that kind of jazz. So if I brought that straight in to there, there we go. I'm using the raw roads. I like them. And then if I bring this directly into that, we can put like a nice little bend on it, because the whole road here is slightly bendy anyway. So straight into that, we might as well create some sort of a bend here. So kind of following with the shenanigans that this road does, which is completely all over the place. I ain't gonna lie. It is completely all over the place. We might now be able to create a little bit of an angle on this stuff. So if I went to there, not much really changes from there to there. Okay, it changes more there. And the gradient kind of drops down. And we have this huge mall now in the center, which we can utilize both sides of the road, front and back. This is actually quite a huge building. I was not expecting it to be, you know, this kind of sheer size. Right, pause. Let me kind of bulk this out a bit. We're going to have to do a lot of smoothing in here right now to kind of claim some of this back. There we go. Bulk this back. Nice, nice, nice. Get rid of some of the sand. This is almost a sand-free zone. There we go. And in reality, we've got to bulk around it again to make it feel a little bit more inclusive of the area. So if I delete you back to here, and then... Wow, what's going on? What is going on here? There we go. And then that is a 21. So if I do an 11, I can get pretty much a sweet little bend there, just kind of finish it all off. That wiggly road is so weird. It really is so weird, but we're gonna roll with it anyway. Because this road here, this road here almost perfectly goes straight into it. If I went to there and then did that, and then utilized this, where there's a slight little node in it, to have a little bit of a bend, that almost becomes like a straight road in. And then all of a sudden, this becomes quite simply a nice clean infrastructure system. How have we gone from all this wiggliness to now this being perfect to kind of get from point A to point B? Now, I feel like we should delete this to there to finalize all that up. This area doesn't seem too bad now. It really doesn't. So we'll go for some high density commercial. There's a bit of building there, but we kind of squeeze all this in. There we go. We'll get some offices in as well, because we want to kind of create this to be a nice little kind of economical area. And we'll bulk up a little bit more of the roads as well. Now, I don't think we're going to be able to get much. Okay, maybe we are going to get some stuff in here. There to there. Kind of creating these like slight little kind of back roads to bulk this area up a bit more. There we go. Nothing too crazy because it's always going to lead into one another itself anyway. So some offices there. We'll kind of create like this little bit of an office area. We will get some residential in. We'll go residential, residential, residential. Let me paint this all in, by the way. So all residential. Do you know what? We'll go the full shebang with the residential. Now this is going straight fresh off our pedestrianised area, because all the commercials over on this side. Some offices in the middle to kind of be like the natural breaker barrier. What's going on there? Damn. Now water. Water's going to be a bit of an issue here. So we'll quickly sort that out. Seems to be power is the issue as well, but it will eventually connect. It will eventually connect, so I don't need to worry too much. That is very interesting, that building. It really is quite interesting. Now, when it comes to public transport, we have a metro stop just there. We have one over here. Is it worth maybe squeezing one in here for the mall? It is pushing some boundaries there. It is quite a close stop, which they can walk to, but I feel like this will be a really, really good point of interest. So let's do that. Let's add an additional metro stop in, which I'll put just here. Pause. And then there to there. So give it a minute for the line to now update itself to just kind of quickly pass through this. Shouldn't take too long. And then we'll create a stop either side of the platform. There we go. Wrong one. I thought it updated then for a second. What's he doing? He's playing some shenanigans with me, I see. So it's quite close by, but it's just that additional stop that will kind of not only just service this area in general, but you know, this little shopping mall right now becomes quite a cool little unique area. Right. Stop there. Stop there. It can only work out for us in reality, couldn't it? So there's only people going over there right now to the Mall of Marvels. Sounds like fancy. All I'm thinking right now is just Marvel the comic books. That's all I'm thinking right now. So policing, we're all good. Emergency servicing for the fire brigade. Yep, all good. Yep, all good. So nothing to worry about too much in this area. We do have the other two variations of shopping mall as well, the open malls. Now, we're quite heavily over on this area. So, is it worth me building something? I mean, I might have these, you know, located separately. What's in this area over here? Oh, we got the death care just there. I feel like we're quite open around this space. We could do something with this. So, maybe having one just here. Trying to find the best place for this right now. What if I want to try something. What if I went straight across here, the back of this commercial strip, and then had this building placed in centered behind it for a little shopping area. Has he got water? Yep. So it's kind of split between the commercial just here. Again, public transport wise, there's a bus route nearby, bus stop just there. Metro stop just over there. It's not too far away. Bus stop's over here, so it's all walkable distances. Very interesting. And then we'll get something over in this area then to kind of supplement these guys, which will be the other one of these. Which in reality, we've got this big bumper section just there. We can kind of technically work with. I reckon I get it as the very end piece on that little T-junction. Now, of course, right, we have the ability to kind of create some roads crossing over. But thinking about it, I think it might be a good idea to... Hang on, one moment on the move it tool. I think it might be a good idea just to kind of slightly move this back a little bit. Bring that out to there. And then can we use the connection tool to kind of go from here to here? Because we're creating some through routes which will allow the vehicles to pass from one side to the other without having to kind of navigate through the roundabout. Just makes it a bit more connected. Also makes them kind of pass this little area too, which is going to be quite handy. We should think about this in multiple areas. I know we've got a lot of it going on already. Do you know, I think we already do a pretty good job about this, don't we? I think we already do. We'll start seeing a couple of vehicles using it anyway, which is going to be a little bit of a benefit. Yeah, I think we see a lot of it happening in general. Oh, do you know what? I haven't even got this road over here connected up as well. Connecting this back up to the old airport. So 21, we'll go to an 11. 10. Okay, we'll go 10 by 11. So that gives the ability to kind of connect into this side of the airport to drive vehicles into it. I don't know how useful that will be, but we do have the ability to now do so, which is great. I don't want to connect these two here because all of a sudden these guys will drive to this airport when I want them to utilize this train line a lot more. So yeah, I don't know how handy that's going to be. I think it's something that we might have to come back and kind of check it out to see how useful it actually is. But yeah, where was I with that other shopping mall anyway? We just placed it over here. We do have this big space over here and we've got quite a bit of commercial demand. So I reckon we should kind of fill this all up with the high density commercial. Make sure it's got water. Yep. Yep. So that will kind of complement this mall pretty well. I'm loving these malls. I still can't believe how huge and gigantic this one is. And we're already getting quite a few people using the metro stop too. It's just that road. It's cool. I like it. I get it. But at the same time, it is kind of annoying how awkward it actually is, isn't it? Does anybody else feel very awkward with this road? But that's how the game makes it. That is legit how the game makes that road. So, you know, there's not so much you can kind of do about that. It's very busy around here now, isn't it? I mean, understandable. We've got all this industrial. But do we have any... what's the traffic flow these days? So, traffic. We're at 82%. Where is it the worst? It's not the greatest around here. Oh, I don't like how they're now going around the outer lane of this whole roundabout the whole time. I might change some stuff up here. Now, I wouldn't normally suggest this. Bam, bam, bam. But sometimes things just don't work out. Actually, scrap that. Right, I'm gonna force them. Because I can see what the issue is here. So that's to go this way. Obviously, that here is to go this way. So that's to go straight round. That's to come in. We'll have this coming in. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Right, don't need this to be kind of going straight out into there because you can utilize both lanes anyway. And then a straight round, straight round. Thinking about it, once you're into this one, it would be nice not to crisscross with that one. Right, I know this is a little bit OTT, but I'm kind of setting up this one strip here to make it flow through a little bit cleaner. Because they can still utilize the lanes that they want to utilize. What is going on there? Oh, this is the crisscross for these guys trying to get in the right-hand lane to go straight on. Oh, didn't think that would be much of an issue. He didn't think that would be much of an issue, did he, boys? Ah, that's quite a difficult one. So the issue is, people joining on don't want to turn off here. They want to go straight ahead. So for them, ideally, they want to be in the left lane. Now the people in this lane here, 50% want to turn off, so they've got to get into the right lane. So it causes a crisscross chaos. Now in reality, people coming on from here shouldn't need to turn off. So I should make this slip road here come off here, then follow it all the way down and then connect in. That's pushing it to the next level ridiculously. This is honestly, this is micromanaging highways to another level. This really is micromanaging highways to a whole new level. Right, if I go from here and then go across, if I then pull this all the way back to here and then flip it round, you can see how I'm micromanaging. This will instantly fix this issue. Okay, this will instantly fix this issue. So if I went from, let's say, here to there, right, and we'll try and make it nice. Obviously, I don't want it to be terrifying. So that turns off, and then where it would kind of then cut into here, we'd completely delete all this. I'll use the connection tool. Now, it'll fix it instantly because at this moment in time, they now can't go down this road. All that there just to avoid that turn off. I know it's terrible, guys. You ain't got to tell me twice. You have not got to tell me twice, okay? But just watch how this now changes it. So this backlog will no longer exist because these guys that would originally crisscross over would now technically turn off here. And these guys will flow on. So you'll never have this issue again. It's ugly as hell. Don't get me wrong. It's abysmal. It's hurting my feelings and my eyes all at the same time. But it will do exactly what it needs to do. That's the big thing. It will do exactly what it needs to do. But it's ugly as hell. So if you guys want to download the city, you can delete it. It's entirely up to you. You can completely delete it. But yeah, that solves a lot of issues. Okay, it solves a lot of issues. And it is absolutely hilarious all at the same time. So, where else do we have traffic? I'm scared to check the traffic button right now because I know it means I'm going to be looking at even more shockingly horrible stuff. So, all this traffic here is now because it's had to reroute and direct itself. Dear God, it is terrifying. Vehicles now using this slip road a lot more, which is good to see. Right, every time I check this traffic right now, it means Seniac does something that he's going to instantly regret. Whoa, what's going on there? That's not good. You guys shouldn't be doing that. Well, that'll make the vehicles flow. Why are some of them still doing it? I will never know. Never know. How long has that been like that then? That's the true question. That's got to be for some time, hasn't it? So traffic's not too bad over on this side. It's just this little strip here. But that's got to be because these guys turning in left and right all the time. Now what we should do, because I noticed that one of them was trying to go straight ahead. What we should do here. Oh, actually, can I do an asymmetrical road where it includes 3 lanes on the one side? And then 2 lanes on the other? Would that be under 4 or this one? 2 and a 3, right? 2 and a 3. So if I just quickly pause, and if I... Oh, hang on, I'm elevated. Like that. Now, this will be interesting. Oh, wait, hold on. We got ones with trees. There we go. So we can kind of keep the theme to some degree. So obviously that's how it's going to work. We'll have this also be able to flip into there. But when we get to here, I've now set up the ability to have a left-hand turning lane, a straight across lane, and a right-hand turning lane. Now, it's not going to solve huge amounts of traffic, but it means I can then have 3 vehicles enter the junction at once from this one direction. So it's going to cause a little bit of chaos to begin with as they kind of now figure out their new lanes. But it makes things a little bit smoother to kind of get traffic to flow through. And we can clearly see who's backlogging who the most. Again, interesting. It's mainly going to be the people turning left, but at least people going to go right or straight ahead haven't got to be in that left-hand lane. Thus giving us a little bit of freedom, boys. I could also utilize this roundabout more as well and stop people going straight across here. So I could say, you've got to turn. You've got to turn. So I'm not allowing the roads the either side here go straight across. It means I will utilize the roundabout to go around, but I don't feel like it's busy enough to cause much issues. And just like that, traffic's gone. I know, I'm a genius. Absolute genius. So we still have a few issues here and there. I might want to go on to a whole completely solving the traffic rampage, because that's not what I'm about right now. But it's definitely interesting to see. You can now see that slip roads become a little bit more busier. But yeah, don't watch that, okay? It's hilarious. I managed to increase it by 2%. Right, is there issues here is the real question now. These guys could do with the old classic boys. Double lanes on the approach. Double lanes on the exit. There we go. Get 2 vehicles entering the roundabout at once. And these seem to have an issue as well. There's not traffic lights here, is there? No. It's just mainly the hustle and bustle. Now, again, I could do the exact same thing for this. With a case of... you're going that way. You're going that way. Anything else... you got to either use the roundabout or use a different junction. Now, there is traffic lights here, and there is traffic lights there. So it frees it up a little bit more. They'll utilize other junctions to kind of keep these flowing freely a bit more. And that just becomes so much more clear. I mean, it's not the best way to do it. I'm not going to lie with you. It's not the best way to do it. But it's definitely a way to do it. It's definitely a way. Now, there's a lot of vehicles driving down here. Again, there's not a fat lot you can do about this. It's just a very, very high trafficked area. So it's going to be very busy, boys. Vehicles are using this road, which is great to see. Utilizing it to get to the airport. But yeah, it's a very, very busy area right now. I could increase the traffic flow by making the speed limits a lot faster. But it's just going to push them more over here. So I'd rather keep them all spaced out. And whatnot. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you just can't win. You're always going to have some traffic issues. So I think to have 83%, 84% at times is a great success. Do I turn despawn off in the next episode? In the last episode? Oh. Now that will be a sight to see for sore eyes. Guys, we're going to end it here. We've had some fun right now, but the fun little episode must come next episode. If you're hyped for that, smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye.